Story 39.
Ved Prakash Verma. Blazing Trails of Excellence by Mukta Neja. Brilliant student, an accomplished teacher, a prolific writer, and a social scientist of reputed, Dr. Ved Prakash Verma demonstrates yet again that where there is a will, there is a way. His life story is a saga of courage, determination, perseverance in the face of seemingly. Born on October 9, 1934, Bahawalpur, now in Pakistan, Ved Prakash Verma was about 9 months old when he lost his sight due to trachoma. He became from a simple family background. His father was an assistant station master at Karachi Division. The child Ved Prakash visual disability did not overwhelm his parents. They had a positive attitude to the child and his disability, neither rejecting him nor overprotecting him, as Ved Prakash ji recalled later. No wonder then that this attitude of parental acceptance had a profound and positive influence on the personality development of the young child. One of the first things his parents concentrated upon was to locate suitable avenues of educational development for him. He received his initial training in independent living skills through his loving parents. At the age of 10, he was admitted to a residential school institution for the blind, Amritsar. School life opened out to him a vast array of challenges as well as many learning opportunities. There was problems of inadequate textbooks in Braille, shortage of assistive devices, and lack of proper training in mobility and communication skills. It was here that the young student had his first lesson of diligence, application, and innovativeness to overcome these difficulties. His flair of reading became noticeable during these early school days. He made it a point to study each and every book available in Braille in the school library, which, despite shortage of texts, had a wealth of other reading material transcribed by hand into Braille. It was at this school that the child set his future goal and decided to become a college and university teacher. He received inspiration from this respect. His favorite teacher at the school, Mr. Somnath Kapoor, who motivated him to continue his determined efforts for higher studies after leaving school. After completing his elementary education from the school in Amritsar, he returned home since the institution had no further provisions for secondary education. Ved Prakash Verma continued his studies at home and completed matriculation as a private student, securing credible results showing potential in his future educational accomplishments. India had gained independence and the family moved to Agra, UP, where Ved Prakash took up his college education as a regular student. He showed his brilliance at college and completed his master's degree in philosophy at Agra College, Agra, in 1960, securing first division and first position in the whole of Agra University. It may be relevant to mention here that Agra University those days used to be among the largest universities in the country in terms of number of affiliated colleges and geographical area covered. Securing top position in that university despite visual disability was an achievement of immense proportion. Thus, Ved Prakash Verma vindicated in his young days that visual disability was no barrier to attaining excellence in life. Then began the most inevitable struggle for securing his life's ambition of becoming a teacher at college. This young talented scholar saw an advertisement for the post of lecturer in a college. He confidently applied, reasonably sure of his chances of getting this job. However, he was not even called for an interview. The reason? Simply because he was blind, and this fact was mentioned in his college testimonials. A blind person can top the university, but surely he cannot teach, must have been the view of the selectors. He then managed to get the post of temporary lecturers in philosophy at two different colleges in Agra during the next 3 years. However, these were just temporary jobs, so Ved Prakash Verma now decided to further enrich his academic career by pursuing his studies for a PhD degree. In 1963, he joined the Department of Philosophy in University of Delhi as a UGC Junior Research Fellow. He was awarded the coveted PhD degree in 1968 from Delhi University. The constant support of his family as well as his years of continuous hard work and his strong determination finally bore fruit. When in 1968 he was appointed to the prestigious position of lecturer in the Department of Philosophy, University of Delhi. Dr. Verma drew upon the vast wealth of his knowledge and scholarship and successfully taught thousands of university students. Though he experienced initial bottlenecks in his career development due to misconceptions regarding his blindness, he continued his work with devotion, staying abreast of evolving philosophical thought and writings, constantly pursuing books, magazines, and journals by engaging paid readers. His merit was ultimately recognized and he got the much deserved promotion as a reader in the department. From then on, there was no looking back. Dr. Verma was promoted in his turn as a professor and also held the position of being the head of the department for about 19 months. Dr. Verma recalls that he was more inclined towards continuing his academic work, but the then Vice Chancellor of Delhi University insisted that he must take his turn to be the head, not just because he fully deserved it, but also to demonstrate to the academic world that blindness need not to be viewed as a stumbling block to attaining senior appointments. Dr. Verma thus was perhaps one of the very few blind heads of departments in any university in the country and the first in the field of philosophy. Dr. Verma also has the rare distinction of being granted an a research scientist by the UGC for a period of 2 years. This is indeed a rare honor which is given and respected by most cited academicians. Dr. Verma retired from the society in 1999 after making a distinct self among philosophical thinkers and teachers in the country. He also worked as a professor, another honor which is as prestigious as it is rare for a visually handicapped academic. He is currently working on a UGC project on contemporary relevance of Aristotle's ethical philosophy. Not only has Dr. Verma excelled in his vocation, he has also had a happy married life. In January 1968, he married Krishna Kumari, who, through her constant care and support, made his life happy, purposeful, and worth living. The couple was blessed with a son. Initially, Krishna Kumari's parents were opposed to this marriage, although her parents and relatives themselves to the marriage after a few years. Unfortunately, her family members did not give due regard to this successful man. Dr. Verma has, to his credit, 11 books and more than 60 research papers and articles. The fact that many of his books have been reprinted several times bears testimony to his erudition and scholarship and the popularity of these work. Well-known books are Principles of Ethics, first established in 1977, Basic Philosophy of David Hume, 1978, महात्मा गांधी के नैतिक दर्शन, Moral Philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, first established in 1979, Louis Braille's Life and Achievements, 1981, and The Basic Problems of Religious Thought, first established in 1991 and reprinted several times. Dr. Verma's talents have been widely honored. Recognition has come his way from several quarters. He has been honored with prestigious awards from various academic institutions. These include Uttar Pradesh Hindi Sansthan and Akhil Bhartiya Darshan Parishad. He received the award for the Best Handicapped Employee from the President of India in 1980 and the AICP Contemporary Award in 1987. Moment of pride and happiness came Dr. Verma's way when in 2005 he conferred Shankar Puraskar by K.K. Birla Foundation for Outstanding Work is published in Hindi during the last 10 years on Indian philosophy, culture and art. If achievements such as the ones mentioned above were a source of serenity and joy for Professor Verma, there have been some deeply sad and tragic moments in his life as well. One harsh blow of fate struck him in the year 2001 when long years of understanding, cooperation and togetherness came to a painful end as his beloved wife Krishna Kumari passed away after a prolonged illness. Courageous as he has always been, Dr. Verma rose above this bereavement and has continued to live a meaningful life. The life story of a person attaining such excellence is in itself an example and embodies a strong message both for visually impaired and for the society at large. His brief but revealing message to the world is society should treat blind persons as normal individuals who have the same needs, desires, ambitions, weaknesses and limitations as any other member of the society. None of us is perfect. The dynamic example of Dr. Verma's struggles and success will continue to inspire one and all for a long time to come.